So this little quilt block is called Hearth and Home, and today I'm going to show you how to make a 5-inch version. Welcome to Epida Studio. My name is Elizabeth and I help you make beautiful things with quilting, pujagi, and embroidery. So Hearth and Home is a 2-fabric quilt block, and so you can use whatever 2 fabrics you want, but you do want to have some kind of contrast between light and dark so that you can see the design. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make a 5-inch Hearth and Home block. And if you like 5-inch blocks, I have a whole playlist with other 5-inch quilt blocks, so feel free to check that out. But for this one, all you're going to need is, from your first fabric, you're going to need 16 1.5-inch squares, and then one piece that's 1.5 by 3.5. And then from your second fabric, you're going to need 16 1.5-inch squares. So it's a lot of squares and then one rectangle. So I'm using this brown fabric and then this floral fabric. So to start off, you're going to take 8 of your 1.5-inch squares of each fabric, so 8 of fabric 1 and 8 of fabric 2, and you're going to put those together to make half square triangles. Now for this, because these are so small, I'm going to be using the easiest ever method, but of course you can make half square triangles with whatever method you like, but if you choose a different method, you will have to cut your fabric differently. So to start off, I'm going to take whichever fabric is the lighter fabric. So in this case, it is this floral fabric. And on the back, I'm going to draw on it a diagonal line from corner to corner. And then I'm going to place right sides together with my fabric 2. And then I will stitch right on that line. So here we can see the stitching from corner to corner. And once that is stitched, then I can trim off the corner, and then I will open it up, and there we see I have a half square triangle, and this should be exactly 1.5 inches square. There's no need to square this down because we started with that size. So we're going to do that with all 8, and we're going to end up with 8 half square triangle pieces that look just like this. And once those are done, then we're ready to lay out the block. Now I have all my half square triangles made, and if you want to see a more detailed tutorial for how to do that, you can look at my tutorial for the easiest ever method for half square triangles. But I'm going to start laying out my block now. And this block starts in the middle with a little plus sign. So we have our long rectangle, and then on either side we have a square of that color, and then surrounding that we have our squares of the other fabric. And I know this doesn't look like it's going to line up, but when these pieces are sewn together, they're going to be the same length as this one. So trust the process, it will all line up in the end. So now on each corner, we're going to put our half square triangles with the fabric pointing in toward the matching fabric. So it's making a little kind of arrow point. And then in the corner, we're going to have this fabric. So just take a second and double check the orientation of all your half square triangles. And then the last part is this last fabric goes at north, south, east, and west. And so right now it looks like it might not fit together, but trust that it's going to. And to assemble this, we're going to join it into columns. And so we're going to join these together, and then we'll have 5 columns, and they should all be the same length. So here's what the columns look like. You can see they all worked out to be the same length. And when you're pressing these columns, The most important priority you want to think about is you want the seams to be pressed away from the half square triangles. That's your best option, regardless of fabric color. Press the seams away from the half square triangles. So that means in this row, they're going to be pressed away here. And then in this row, we're going to press away from this half square triangle. And in the middle, there's no half square triangle, but you want to press it so that it's in the opposite direction of this row. So that means in this one, it's going to be pressed away from this centerpiece, because in this one, they're pressed towards the centerpiece. And then the same thing will carry through in this row. We're going to want this seam pressed so it's the opposite of this seam. So because this seam is pressed this way, that seam will be pressed that way. And then when we go to put everything together, then our seams will nest up really nicely. So we can see if we turn this over and this one over, then we can double check and I can see, oh, in this case, this one, I need to press that direction. So turn it over and look at the other side and just make sure all your seams are going in opposite directions, because at this stage, it's easy to fix that. And then once that's ready, then all we have to do is join our columns together. So here's what the block looks like when all the columns have been put together. And I just love this little block. It looks a lot more complicated than it actually is. So for more 5-inch quilt blocks, you can check out my playlist. And if you want to see a written tutorial with pictures, then you can check that out at my website, epidastudio.com.